Dr. Ashour, hi. We are now with Dr. Ashour for to make an assessment of our conference here, the Envisioning a Post-Crisis Order in the Al-Sharq in the Middle East. What is your take on the theme of this conference?
I think the conference has a very timely and a very critical topic, very critical theme. Very few conferences addressed that theme and that topic recently, and I think, as we heard from the panelists in the morning, that this crisis would engender a series of other crises. The regional crisis would engender a series of national and subnational crises, and the main task, I think, for governments, for intellectuals, for think tank is to strategize on how to deal first with the ramifications of these crises, especially the humanitarian, the security, the political ones, but also how to deal with or to minimize the sub-crises that will unfold in the aftermath. Overall, this is very chaotic and unstable times. We are seeing crises on the national level, crises on the subnational level, and we may end up in the aftermath of this, especially with what's happening in Aleppo, in Iraq, in Libya, in Egypt, in Yemen. I think we may end up in a very, very different region than the one we used to know back in the second half of the 20th century.
In just short, maybe one or two sentences, how do you see the changed new order in terms of how would you define it? Is it changed, will it change in terms of boundaries or borders, or in terms of mentalities, or how would you put it in wording?
I think the change will be multifaceted, will have multi-dimensions. One of the dimensions are really the rise of non-state actors, non-state military actors, and these non-state military actors will want to have states, will want to change borders, will have to renew the status quo, the regional status quo. But also we are seeing the status quo forces are on the defense. They're trying to re-establish themselves again. And the status quo was corrupt, was repressive, was now even mass murderous in some cases. But it is fighting back to stay. And in its attempt to defend itself, it is also changing borders, it is also changing population. We see also the rise of sub-state, if you wish, forces, the tribe, the sect, the clan, of course religion being used and abused by various forces. So we see the rise of very, very different types of forces, whether status quo forces or change forces, that will yield eventually a very, very different region.
Thank you, Dr. Ashour. Thank you very much for this. Thank you.